Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine and enjoying your studies at home. Again, I am your chemistry teacher, Ms. Sana Islam, and today we are going to study about chapter number 5, Physical States of Matter. For Federal Board, page number of your book is 104 to 105. And in the previous lecture, as you know, we have completed up to chapter question number 11. So now it's our 12th question, and in this question we have been given a table. So let's read the question. In the past, gas volume was very used as a way to measure temperature using devices called gas thermometers. An experimenter obtains following data from the gas thermometer. So the data has been shown here in the table. You can see the volume is 2.7, 3.7 and 5.7, and the temperature is 0, 100 degrees and 300 degrees. So what we have to find? We have to find the first question. You can see, according to the Charles law, ratio to obtain the temperature is constant for any sets of condition. Okay. Now second is convert degrees temperature into Kelvin temperature by adding 273 to it, and find V by 2 ratio for each set of conditions and compare. So these are the strategies we have to follow when we solve this equation. In this we have to prove that this data follow or obeys the Charles law. So what we will do? We will first find the ratio, V by T ratio or V upon T ratio. So in the first, you can see volume is 2.7 and it is divided by 273, and we will get 0.0099. And in the second ratio, you can get the same result. By the third ratio, you can get the same result. Here you can see 5.7 divided by 573, and you will get 0.0099. Okay beta? So it means that this relationship, this result obeys the Charles law because we are getting the same result. The ratio V by T is equal to 3.0204 is fairly constant throughout all the result. Thus, the volume of the gas varies directly with the absolute temperature as stated by the Charles law. You know, the Charles law stated that when we increase the temperature, the volume will also increase, and when we decrease the temperature, the volume will also decrease. So, hence our 13th question is, in an automobile engine, the gas fuel mixture enters the cylinder and is compressed by a moving piston before it is ignited. It means कि if we have an automobile, ठीक है, एक ऑटोमोबाइल का इंजन है और उसमें जो है गैसियस फ्यूल एयर मिक्सचर इज एंटरिंग इन द सिलेंडर, ठीक है, एंड गैस इज कंप्रेस्ड. जैसे कि आप लोगों को मालूम है कि सिलेंडर्स वी आर यूजिंग इन आवर डेली लाइफ नाउ अ डेज, इट इज़ कॉमन इन आवर सोसाइटी. So we are using in it CNG, means compressed natural gas. Okay, so it is fitted by a moving piston. जब हम इसमें कि घर पर जब हम यूज़ करते हैं उसमें हम एक फिटेड पिस्टन होता है जिसे मूव करने से इट कैन बी इग्नाइटेड, ठीक है, बिफोर इट इज़ इग्नाइटेड. ओके, इफ़ द इनिशियल सिलेंडर वॉल्यूम इज़ 990 centimeter. Note it is our initial condition. After the piston moves up, the volume is 90 centimeter cube. So here one volume is given in centimeter, another is given in centimeter cube. Note it. The volume air, the fuel air mixture initially has a pressure of 1.0 atm and the final pressure, it means initial pressure and the final pressure is 11.0 atm. Do you think that this change occurs according to the Boyle's law? We have to prove here Boyle's law. Now, according to the Boyle's law, what is it? The product of pressure and volume is constant and at even any two sets of conditions. Okay. First, we will calculate P into V for the sets of conditions and compare. As you know that 1 dm cube is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. So, P1 and V1 they will be multiplied. 1 बेटा यहाँ पर जो ये P के साथ 1 है और V के साथ 1 है, इट्स शोइंग दैट इट इज़ अवर इनिशियल कंडीशन. इनिशियल कंडीशन वो होती है जिसमें कोई चेंज ना आया हो. और फाइनल कंडीशन क्या होगी? P2 and V2. इट मीन्स दैट आफ्टर द चेंज वी गेट द रिजल्ट एंड द रिजल्ट कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड P2 and V2. दैट इज़ अवर फाइनल कंडीशन. So 1 multiplied by ATM into 990 divided by 100 dm cube, and we will get 0.99 ATM dot dm cube. So here you can see कि we will get a same result 0.99. So thus the here Boyle's law is proved. Now we are moving towards question number 14. That is a sample of neon that is used in a neon sign has a volume of 1500 centimeter cube at a pressure of 636 torr. You know, torr is also the unit of pressure and 1500 centimeter cubic is the unit of volume. So V1, our initial condition is 1500 and our initial pressure is 636, and the final after it is pumped into the gas tube of the sign is 1213.74 centimeter cube when it shows a pressure of 786 torr. Show that this data obeys the Boyle's law. The same thing, V1 and P1 and V2 and P2 we have to find out. Again we will follow the same procedure like a previous one exercise. P1 and V1 we will multiply it and into the divided by what? 1500 by the 100 we will get 0.8368, okay, into 1.58, again 1.255. Again you can see that we are getting the same result. It means P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. बेटा इसे नोट कर लें. Always P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. इनिशियल कंडीशंस बराबर होंगी फाइनल कंडीशंस के, तभी हमारा जो है वो जो चार्ल्स लॉ है, बॉयल्स लॉ जो है, अगर रिजल्ट सेम होते हैं तो प्रूव होगा, अदरवाइज इट इज़ नॉट proved. Okay, we will not say that our law is proved here. Okay, 1 ATM is equal to 760 torr. Okay, thus the calculated result agrees with the pressure volume relationship according to the Boyle's law. Now we are going towards question number 15. Instrumentation changes as the science progress. Comment on it. Yes, it is. As we are changing day by day, as we are enhancing our instrumentation, we are getting new technologies nowadays and we are getting new benefits from them. So let's have a look. If an instrumentation changes occur, the internal validity of the main conclusion is affected. As alternative explanation are readily available the instrumentation, or if dropping out leads to relevant bias between groups, a whole the instrumentation, or if dropping out leads to relevant bias between groups, or a whole class of alternative explanation is possible that account for the observed differences. It means that whenever we are getting to have dropping some old ideas and getting new ideas, new instrumentation, it always helps and makes a great difference between old times and new times, and we are getting nowadays. Okay, if any instrumentation changes occur, the internal validity of the main conclusion is affected as alternative explanation are readily available. So now in example case study of the torricelli. This is our question number 16, beta. It is not mentioned here, but this is our question number 16 of your book. Invented a device called barometer. He measured atmospheric pressure by the barometer and found that the sea level and at 0 degree, the atmospheric pressure is 760 mm of mercury. Torricelli works caught the attention of the British scientist Robert Boyle, he modified the barometer tube into a J-shaped tube. ये आप याद रखिए कि रॉबर्ट बॉयल ने मॉडिफाई किया था बैरोमीटर को किस में, जे शेप ट्यूब में. क्या किया था उसने? बाय एडिंग मर्करी टू द ओपन एंड ऑफ द ट्यूब he trapped a what small volume of air in the sealed end. He studied what happened to the volume of the air as he added more mercury to the open end. Boyles from the studies discovered the pressure volume relationship. J tube was further modified. Another device known as manometer was developed that can measure the pressure of any gas. This means instrumentation improves as science progresses. Beta, here our exercise completed and our think tank is remaining.